Warning, this video may contain some swearing.
Hey guys, Dreader here, March the 31st. This video is a bit of a rant on division in the community. And first, what is community when we're talking about YouTube and online, quote, community? When people say the community, what they really mean is my community. Because nobody has the same community here. No one has the same group of friends. No one has the same group of contacts. No one has the same subscription list or subscriber list. So we're all in our own little community here. That said, there is division in the community. I think a lot of people can agree on that right now. Now, I know I'm a small channel, and people don't come to this channel to talk about the community or whatever, so feel free to skip this video or whatever. I know this is kind of an off-topic thing, but I do feel like I'm, to some degree, part of what's going on here, and I do have my opinion, and I think by expressing it, well, it'll make me feel better anyways. The recent proliferation of Jonathan Lebed's inflation.us and lebed.biz, I think it's called, websites and pump and dump newsletters, and yes, that's what they are pump and dump newsletters. Jonathan Lebed, who runs these newsletters, buys a penny stock, which is absolutely worthless, and then he tells everyone else to buy it with a newsletter. Of course, it's a free newsletter. Why would he charge people for helping him make money? And then he sells it once everyone's bought in. That's all he cares about, right? And he's been doing it since he was, I think, 13 or 14 years old, and he's actually been charged with doing it once by the SEC. So the point is, I don't think it provides a useful service to anyone except for himself. Yes, some people have successfully made money that way, and some people haven't. But one way or the other, I don't feel that it's providing anything for humanity to, pushing buttons on your computer and siphoning money out of the system somehow, So he's good at it, big deal. You're good at being a stock manipulator, I guess. So I don't have any respect for that. And I know he doesn't watch even YouTube. He doesn't care. He's rich. I'm just giving my opinion. Next, george4title. George, I don't think you watch my videos, which is good. If you're watching, I think you're an idiot, and I think you're an asshole. George, you've scammed this community so many times over, and you still have a few thousand followers, and I think that's kind of pathetic, because supposedly these people are looking to your videos for the, quote, the truth. So these people are searching for the truth, and they're getting bullshit and lies from you. They're getting scammed, you exaggerate all the time, you lie directly, you use other people's footage directly. You've been caught so many times lying and scamming, I don't know why people put up with it. You're kind of a waste, and I'm ashamed that you're part of, quote, the truth movement on YouTube, because anyone else who even associates with the truth on YouTube is given a bad name by you. I mean, people come to YouTube and they type, dollar collapse or one of those other commonly searched for terms, and you will pop up. And this is what they see. This is what, okay, well, basically I'm getting lied to on YouTube when I'm trying to find out the truth. So why am I going to bother coming to YouTube for the truth? They're not. So I think what you do, even if it's not a criminal matter, which is fine, I think it's immoral what you do. I think you take away goodness out of the community. I think you give truth a bad name, and I think that you are actually damaging people's lives by what you do. And that's all I really want to say about you, George. I've seen some of the shit you've pulled, and it just makes me sick. So I expect to lose a few subscribers because George has some very rabid fans, and that's fine if some very rabid George fans who are tricked by George's whatever it is can go. Thanks for viewing while you did. Next, Visionvictory. Visionvictory has taken Lebed's money. He flashes the banner and he links to Lebed's newsletter. And my opinion on that is that's fine. You are not a scammer, Visionvictory, Daniel. You are a good guy, and I've known you for over a year, and we've had, exchanged conversations, and I have nothing bad to say about you. We obviously disagree on religious matters. I don't think that's any reason for people not to be friends. And I consider you a friend, and I also consider you a good person. And, that's very subjective as well, but I think that you provide a useful service. I don't think that you lie to your subscribers. And I think that you are getting information out there in a way that other people aren't. Now, the problem that I have had is I don't think what you're pushing is necessarily a good thing. And I think it does kind of taint your message a little bit. Although I'm not judging you, it's your prerogative to take a sponsorship from whoever you feel is appropriate. I did have a little bit of a trouble with your last video, and I'll insert the clip here.
Please take the time to sign up for our free newsletter, inflation.us. I guarantee you won't be sorry.
Saying that you guarantee this newsletter, that's risky, man. I don't think you can guarantee a stock newsletter. I mean, even if it wasn't a pump and dump scam, I don't know. This guy apparently is a good stock picker, and he's done well in the stock market. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think you can guarantee it, and I really think you should stay away from that kind of language. That's a good way to lose credibility, and what I've seen is a lot of people are not happy about your choice of sponsors. So I would just be really careful with the language there. Other than that, man, they're useful videos. You actually put something of value out. You teach people things. You educate people. You bring, as you have said before, unbiased news, and I do believe the news you bring is unbiased. BackBurnerNews. This guy, Greg, is a friend of mine, and I've gotten to know him, and he's a good guy. Like Visionvictory, I don't necessarily agree with his choice of sponsors, but I think that's their prerogative. I think they're allowed to have whatever sponsor they want. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stop watching his videos. They're very entertaining, and they're also usually informative. And I think he's a good person. As he has said, he's not involved in the pump and dump at all. He doesn't even recommend this newsletter. He just says, here is a link. And yes, I'm getting paid for that link. He's been up front. He's getting paid to link to that website. Now, if you don't like the website, don't use it. BackBurnerNews himself is a good guy. He puts out useful videos that add something of value to the community. And there's really no reason to bash on him as far as I can see, other than to say, I don't agree with your choice of sponsors and I wouldn't have chosen that sponsor myself. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Division in a community is usually a bad thing, and I think in this case it is a bad thing. I don't think that we should be arguing and fighting. I think there's a heck of a lot going on right now. JP Morgan has been called out as, complete frauds. The metals market is leveraged 100 to 1 now. That means that there's 100 paper ounces of gold and silver for every 1 ounce of gold or silver that is in their vault in these exchanges. That is amazing news for anyone who has physical metal. Why are we not talking about that? Why are we not talking about the very next day after Andrew Maguire blew the whistle on JP Morgan, they tried to kill him? We should talk about that. We should talk about the interview he did a few days after that, after getting out of hospital. In that interview, he says that all the major news networks that were lined up to expose this whistleblowing case completely dropped the interviews with him after the, let's call it what it is, assassination attempt. No one wants to carry this case because they know JP Morgan will fucking kill them. We should talk about that. I'll support anyone out there who is after the truth about what's really going on in the world. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world that's not right. That's what I like to talk about. That's what I like to focus on. That's what I like to come up with solutions for. Yes, I don't agree with, and a lot of other people don't agree with, Lebed. And personally, I think george4title is a scamming, useless idiot who takes away value from the truth community. But that's all that really needs to be said. I don't think this needs to continue going on. We don't need to have blood feuds. We don't need to be threatening each other. And I have seen some physical threats in the last couple of days. This is ridiculous. It's pathetic. Can we please be done with it now?